right. So we are live here with Jack Jonasson for the first episode of the HDN, the Haitian Development Podcast. So, hi Jack, how are you doing? How are you
I'm
doing?
doing well, James. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm excited about today because this is something I've been planning to do for quite some time, and today is the day we're going to give it a shot and give it a go. So uh, I think people are going to be very interested to see exactly how we make this happen. So Jack, um, we're going to get started with this HDN. We're talking about HDN. We're talking about Haiti. So if you can tell us first of all, what is HDN, and then we'll talk about you and who you are. So what is HDN? What does that stand for? What does it mean?
Well, this is the Haitian Development Network, and we what we want to do principally, I mean, it's just help people produce wealth and knowledge.
And that's for Haiti and the Haitian diaspora. And as I understand it, this isn't something that just started now. You explained to me back in the '90s. It came.
1995, I think we got started. Way
Okay,
back when, yeah.
and it was the same idea. Okay, and and as far as the programs and the projects that are going on right now with HDN at hdn.org, what kind of things does HDN do right now?
Well, we support farming, we support sustainable agriculture. We like to really look at how we can get Haitians and Haiti to become independent, self sufficient.
And so I know you have chicken chicken programs. You have agricultural programs. Can you talk a little bit about those programs?
Well, essentially, we are buying, I mean, as a country, I mean, I was amazed because, we are buying chicken from the Dominican Republic, we're buying eggs from the Dominican Republic. I have nothing against buying things, but it seems to me that if you can produce something, why are you buying it? And it's not that hard to produce eggs. I mean, it takes you a cock and another pool to do it. So I mean, it's just something we should do. And I remember way back, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which I'm a member of, told me that they were doing that in Haiti for their members. And I thought, well, if they are doing that for their members, I wonder if it could be helpful to non-members, anybody. And so they sent me all their information, which I was grateful for. And I shared that with you and with Maître Julien. And we started a program there, and I think it's doing well.
Awesome. Yeah, and so that's great to hear what's happening in Haiti and how we all know going with Haiti and the problems that it's always had. So that's important. That's great. And for you yourself, um, who is Jacques Jonasson? Who is he? Because we've had conversations. You've told me, but I think now you'll be able to give me more
Oh
than
well, I'm just
who
a guy trying to help his country.
ah,
I tell folks that my first love is Haiti, and I've got 5 children, and they when they go somewhere, we've been living in the United States. They were all born in the United States. When they go somewhere with the last name, everybody asks them the question, where's that last name from? And they said, well, my dad is from Haiti. And I don't sometimes like the look they get. It seems like when you said Haiti, people think you are from some foreign, you know, planets or something, and they think the first thing they think is, well, the poor people of Haiti. Oh, that type of thing. And I don't think we are poor because of any other reasons, but because we don't want to be rich.
okay. And for you, I know you have had involvement in helping Haiti in major ways in the past. Can you talk about politically how you've been involved and how you helped Haiti?
Well, I don't know if there are major ways. I at the time where my uncle was president, he asked me to represent him, from that perspective. I represented him with White House, and at the time it was Bill Clinton was president, so I had an opportunity to talk to the State Department and to the White House and negotiated the Port-au-Prince Accord pre-negotiation here, and then my uncle signed it, which is great, and so I'm happy with that.
And so with I don't know how much of it you can go into as far as which major political figures you have, that directly been in contact with or helped or advised. I don't know if you can.
Oh, that is that is not something I worry about.
Okay.
I mean, anybody that is interested in Haiti, I will totally 100% talk to them, help whichever I can. And the reason for that is simple. For me, it's not about politics; it's about the people. And I don't care if someone is from the left or from the right or from Lavalas or from whatever party. I mean, at the end of the day, we are all Haitians. And one thing that I don't know, maybe that's unusual. I don't think so. But if you are a true patriot, you don't look at political figures from the left, from the right, from the center. You just looked at people. They're all Haitians. They're all trying to do something. And whatever that is, if I can help to do it, if it is something positive, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, that's
In fact, I think I have an obligation to do it, from my perspective anyway.
sure. Yes, you're putting it humbly, but yes, that makes sense. So you talked a bit about your, the last name and, being Haitian and people looking, maybe being surprised about that or looking down. Um, we all know what people traditionally, if there's one thing that people know about Haiti, they're going to say it's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And I know you have thoughts on that and what you would rather people know about Haiti, and can you talk about that?
Well, I mean, I think it is incumbent upon us Haitians to correct people, to let people know, because you're right. What people say is, we are the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And every time someone said that to me, I said, well, it so happens we are the first Black republic in the
Right.
world. Okay. So, I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. That's fine by me. But let's remind you that we are the first Black republic. And that means something. Historically, no other nations on earth have
Right.
done this. No one has done it. And remarkably enough, we've done it in 1804, and we haven't branded Haiti that way. We allow others to brand us as a bunch of pariah. And that
Oh, sorry. It's like taking a call.
no, it's good.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. You can continue. Yeah. First Black Republic.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we Haitians could start branding, right? We if we correct people every time they say it, yes, we may be a poor country, but guess what? If you go and look today at the list of poorest countries in the world, Haiti is not the first. Okay, I mean, there are lots and lots and lots of countries ahead of us in terms of poverty, in terms of gangs and misery. Venezuela is really having real trouble, as an
Mhm.
example, right next to us, not too far away from us. And to not understand that is a disfavor. Is bad for us, because we are thinking always we are the worst. We're not the worst. And even what's happening in Haiti today, it's deplorable, it's sad, but then again, it is not the worst society that we have in the world. So I'm not saying, oh, we don't need to worry. Yes, of course we need to worry. We don't want to be in the league of bad nations and poor nations. But again, there are people worse off than we are.
Okay, now, talking about Venezuela, because on this, I'll be playing devil's advocate at times. A person might say, well, okay, Venezuela is worse off than Haiti. We may not see people moving from Venezuela to Haiti, but we see them moving from Haiti to Venezuela. So how do you respond to somebody who says, well, Haiti has to be the worst, the poorest in the Western Hemisphere. It can't be anybody else.
Well, it's not the worst. Let me say this. As human beings, we always mistakenly think that it's better on the other side, right? I
Right.
mean, but when you really go to the other side, and I know a lot of Haitians have come to the United States as an example because they have the impression, and we have done it, Haitians have done it, Americans have done it, telling us that they've got. When you get here as a Haitian, well, let me share an experience, personal experience. I left Haiti, I was 20 years old, and I left Haiti to go to Canada. When I arrived in Montreal, Canada, I had to go to work and then pay my college. My parents started sending me money to go to college. So, but still, it's expensive. So I decided to work. Well, guess what? I had to go to work in a factory. And James, I was crying every day because this is hard labor. And, I was raised in a family where, you've got things and, you don't know what hard work is. But
Right.
then you have to wake up, get a bus and, get to the factory, and you have some imbecile who doesn't even speak good French
Mhm.
telling you what to do. And you think, I cannot, understand that. Why am I doing this? So it's a displacement. You're socially displaced, intellectually you are displaced, and yeah, you're making a little bucks. Okay, you're making a few bucks. The problem is when we go back to Haiti, and I've seen friends do that, we pretend that everything is hunky-dory in Montreal or in Canada or in the United States, because we don't want to tell them we are working in a factory. We don't want to tell them that we are doing things that we would never do in Haiti. Okay, like washing uh, you know um, dishes in a restaurant. I did that as a busboy.
Right.
I did those things. So the things that we don't do and that we don't want to do is to tell the truth. The truth is we should not leave our country unless we have a professional career and we can do what we want to do the way we would want to do it. But if you're going to come here just as a layman, first of all, you cannot just go work anywhere because you have a language barrier most of the time. So stay in Haiti, build your own society, build your own country.
Did Haiti become what it is because of Haitians? Is it because of our own doing? Um,
Of
where
course,
where what is the source of Haiti's problems?
we don't have a spirit of collaboration in Haiti. Okay, l'enraillotte en bon créole, l'enraillotte. Okay, and then we have this proverb that is really really interesting. Depuis nan Guinée, nèg ray nèg.
Okay, yeah,
And the reason that is important, James, is that we gave the world the impression, and some people want us to believe, that the white man enslaved the blacks. That is patently false. In Africa, the white man didn't go to conquer Africa and conquer African and enslave them. The white man never did that. What happened is the Africans started enslaving their own people. Then the white man, after you already a slave in Africa, comes and offer money to buy you from your master. They didn't invade slavery. In fact, if people look at it, remember Egypt? What
mhm,
happened to the Jews that went to Egypt? Moses went there as a slave. And it's because he was the son of the Pharaoh, adopted son, that he was not in slavery. But every other Jewish person in Egypt was enslaved, what we call domestic servitude. Okay? So we invented slavery, and we want to blame the white man because somehow the white man is the one, doing slavery. No, the white man didn't start this thing. We did.
Right. I guess you would say there's blame on both sides. There are Africans.
Of course. But would you not take advantage of a situation that exists? Isn't that a human trait to take advantage of something?
Not to say that was good, but to say there's a problem on both sides. There is on both sides.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as the history of Haiti, for anybody who knows, maybe some people would know, okay, the Clintons and their involvement, but how far back does meddling go as far as the history of Haiti and, the stranglehold that's been on the
well, since the beginning of the Republic. In 1804, when we declared independence from France, the United States took the side of France. And they basically put an embargo on Haiti for 56 years. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. And after 56 years, they said, okay, now, we'll accept you as a nation and blah, blah, blah. But even when they accepted you as a nation, they still have this thing that they wanted you to be in your place. They wanted to, because, they had Black people in slavery in the United States when we were free. So they didn't want you to give an example to those slaves in the United States to say, oh, these guys can be free. Why can't we be free? Right. And people like Frederick Douglass, there's a couple of white people that were very impressed with Haiti. Very impressed. One of them was from Boston. And he gave a speech where he basically said, I'm going to show you people why the Black people that you're saying are not, they don't have a brain and cannot do anything. Let me show you an example of one Black person with no white blood in him. And he basically talked about Toussaint Louverture. He gave a brilliant oratory speech about Toussaint Louverture.
Yes, continue. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought you were gonna say something. So we have other examples. Okay, we have other examples. So the thing is, we as Haitians, we have not learned enough about who we are. And again, our education. I went to the Frères de l'Instruction Chrétienne school in Haiti. Well, you cannot ask the white man to write your history and tell people about who you are. And that's what we did in Haiti. And because we did that, they hid things from us. They didn't tell you that Dessalines was not just an imbecile. They never told you Dessalines was a general in the Napoleon Bonaparte army. Napoleon Bonaparte was known as the best strategist in warfare. We kick his ass. Plain and simple. We kick his ass. And we had other people we have never thanked. One of them is a group of, when Napoleon Bonaparte sent the French army to Haiti, to Saint-Domingue, to suppress the rebellion of Toussaint Louverture. First, he arrested Toussaint for insurrection because Toussaint Louverture, again, a general in the French army, decided that he's going to take a group of soldiers and he's going to set them aside as an insurrection group to challenge the French army. When Napoleon discovered that, he took Toussaint and imprisoned him in the Fort de Joux prison. Dessalines, then realizing that, Dessalines said to all those 30,000 plus soldiers that were following Toussaint Louverture, and he said, okay, why don't you stay put? Dessalines went to talk to a bunch of slaves, just maybe they were arriving in Haiti at the time 10, 15 years before. They didn't speak French, they didn't speak Creole, they spoke African, their own language. And Africa, as you know, has different tribes. So they were not like, they could just speak the same language. So then again, they had ways to communicate. So Dessalines went to see them and said, guys, if we do this together, we can win. That's where the l'union fait la force came in. And they said, okay, what's in it for us? So they said to Dessalines, what's in it for us? What are we going to get out of this? We're going to risk our lives for you and your guys and your people. What is in it for us? And Dessalines said, oh, you have the land. So they said, okay. So Dessalines went with them, and we won against the Napoleon Bonaparte army. But there's another group of people we need to thank. When that new group of French soldiers arrived in Saint-Domingue, Napoleon sent a legion with them from Poland. When that legion arrived in Haiti, in Saint-Domingue, they discovered that Napoleon was not telling them the truth. They left the French army. They joined the indigenous army. They joined Dessalines and the other Boussalles from Africa. We've never thanked Poland for doing that. The Poles also gave us our independence.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people don't know about the Polish, and there are some parts of Haiti where there were a lot of mixed race people who were of Polish descent and things like that. So yeah, that I know that little bit I do know of. So some of the injustices then from the beginning, you're kind of touching on it, but since then there have continued to be what as we've talked about in the past, some more injustices that maybe a lot of people don't know about. Maybe starting even in what was it 1915? I think.
Right. When they basically in the dark of night they came and in the dark of night they basically came into our central bank and took everything, our gold, our we had dollars as a currency because everybody has dollars in central bank because that's the strongest currency at the time. You have to have dollars anyway. They took everything. Still today, they have not, the United States, who pretend to be a friend of Haiti, they have not told us how much money they took from our vault, from our central bank.
Right. What can you tell us? What can you tell us about that? Because I know you.
Well, the money was the interesting things, James, was that money was because we owed money to Citibank. Okay, so they basically invade Haiti so they can return money to Citibank, because one of the Citibank executive was very close to the president at the time, the White House in the United States, and he convinced them to invade Haiti so he can repatriate his money. That tells you how lobbying the US government works. And today, a bunch of people are lobbying the US government to do a bunch of bad things that are not very kosher. They're still doing the same thing. And you look at Haiti when you see, oh, the Friends of Haiti. Well, there's a bunch of countries calling themselves the Friends of Haiti. Well, tell me, who is a friend? Which friends will allow what's happening in Haiti today to happen? If you were a true friend, you would not. Which friend will say to Haiti, oh, guess what? You don't need an army. Let me just shut down your army, close it down, don't sell you weapons, don't sell you anything to defend yourself, but I'm going to give $700 million, okay, to a African country who does not even speak French. Not even speak French, at least the one of the language that we need to speak in Haiti. And I'm going to give them that money so they can come to Haiti. Why don't we take that money and train 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 Haitians in police work or military work so that they can do this in the long term? What happens when Kenya leaves Haiti? What's going to happen? We're back to square one. The same way when they sent 24,000 soldiers in 1994, the Clinton administration sent 24,000 soldiers, shut down our military, 24,000 American soldiers. They stayed there for a while. Then they sent the United Nations, who just rape our children, do whatever they want with us, and then left. Then what? We back to square one. Why? Because those so-called friends of Haiti never sees Haiti with Haitians in it. They just see Haiti with whatever they can get.
So you're touching on current events now. With some people might not know if they're not really locked in to Haiti news and politics and things like that. They might not know what you're referring to about Kenya. So what is happening right now with Kenya and Haiti?
Well, Kenya has received the blessings of the United States and the blessing of the United Nations as a country that's going to send 1,000 soldiers to Haiti. 1,000.
Oh, looks like we may have lost Jack. Bear with me. So to everyone who's watching, good to see you. Looks like we lost Jack. So what he was talking about was Kenya has been authorized and asked to come into Haiti and to send troops. And I don't have all the details on how that's working, but he's gonna talk about that. So I'm gonna pause for now. Sorry about that, everyone, and we'll be right back.
Are you there, James?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, we are back.
All right.
All right. Technical difficulties, but we're on it. So you were talking. You were, if I can remember where we were. I know I mentioned the injustices, and you were talking about Kenya. You were talking about
Yeah. I mean,
involvement.
if you have a budget for your police and you have a budget for your military, and someone says, oh, and your budget is $10, and someone says, you know what? Let me just give $100 to somebody else to come and do this work for you. Well, they're not gonna stay in your country forever, right? And if $10 is what you have, and then someone's gonna give $100, why don't they give that $100 to you, and said, okay, I'll give you $100. I'll bring some specialists, some trainers. I'll train you. I'll teach you how to read and write and this and that and the other. Take you to school, and then after 3 years or after a year or after 6 months, I don't know what time it takes to train a police officer or military personnel. It's better. It's better to invest the money in Haitians, not to invest it in Kenyans. For crying out loud, makes no sense to me. I mean, as a business person, why would you pay someone else to do a job instead of paying your own children or your own people to do it? Makes no sense.
Right. Right. And I'm just pulling up some stuff here from the New Humanitarian, uh, and so Haiti leaders are looking to force police mission through despite court ruling. So is that, I don't know what you can talk about, but when they say Haiti leaders are looking to do that, is that how you understand it?
Well, it's not Haiti leaders doing it. Those are the Kenyans doing it because Haiti didn't do anything. Haiti is not involved. Haiti is like a rest avec. Okay, let's call it what it is. Haiti is basically a rest avec. Haiti is just getting orders from whomever they are in their cousins who tell them what to do and what not to do. So you've got a government that cannot govern because they don't have the budget and they don't have the capacity to say no to the American state or to even say no to the United Nations. So because we are basically a failed state. Ou se ti moun ki reta moun. When you are a failed state, the United Nations said any failed state have to obey whatever the United Nations said because it's like you are a member of a club called the United Nations. That club has rules. And one of the rules is if you are a failed state, if you cannot govern yourself, then that club decides what to do with you. So you just be holding on to them now, and they'll dictate to you what to do if you want to stay in the club called the United Nations. So we need to get our act together as Haitians and say, no, we're gonna grow up. We're gonna govern properly with autonomy and pride, and we're gonna do what's good for our people. Until you do that, they're gonna tell you what to do. They're gonna just bon deux eaux clos, d'où la chita non ti coin les ovle.
Right. So we'll definitely jump more. We'll talk more about this. I don't want to get too far into it, but so for those who don't know, this would be happening apparently as early as next week. So this was posted on January 31st. So I don't know what you can say about it, but I know we're going to get more into February. What's going to be happening in February, but I don't know if there's more you wanted to say on this, and then we're going to take it back to the early 1900s before we continue.
All right. Well, I don't have anything to add. I mean, you've got it there. I mean, everybody knows. Well, not everybody knows, but I mean, Haitians know what's happening. Next week, supposedly, you're gonna get 1,000 U.S. I mean, not U.S. Kenyan soldiers on the ground in Haiti, and they're gonna basically do what they do. And Kenyan soldiers are known to be brutal. They've done things that are not very nice to their own people. Imagine to our people.
Okay, understood. So along, that same line, But taking you back a little bit earlier in Haiti's history, we have, if it will allow me to pull this up, um, this treaty. I don't know if you're able to see. Well, let's see. Let's see if it shows up. Ah, it's not showing. It's not showing it. Okay, so I'll stop that. But the 19, I was going to talk more about the 1915 invasion, but it's not letting me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not showing up for me. So I'll just remove it quickly. But okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if you wanted to say more about. You touched on the amount of money that was taken from Haiti in 1915, and how the bank was I don't want to say raided, but
Well,
money.
no, that's the word to use. I mean, you come in the dark of night without any announcement. You basically walked in, killed the officers there, submit them to your military force, and then you took everything. That's robbery in my book. That's robbery. That's highway robbery. You took our gold, our money, and you left with it. And then, I mean, imagine this, James. Okay, after they did all of that, the parliament, the Haitian parliament at the time, said no to what they wanted to do. Guess what happened? They shut down the parliament. But now they are telling us we are the dictators, right? We are the dictators. We are the ones that do not know how to do and how to behave. They shut down our parliament. Why? Because the president tried to pass the law to say that white foreigners or any foreigner can then access our natural resources. The parliament said no, because that's what they wanted the president to do. Then they killed that president and replaced him with their own guy that says yes to what they wanted.
Right.
I mean, come on. Let's give ourselves a break. Who are the salvages here? The Haitians or the Americans showing us that they can do pretty much whatever the heck they want? And still they want us to respect that. How can I respect that? I cannot, because I'm a human being. I was born free and I will always remain free.
Right. Yeah. And I think, invasion or occupation has been a part of Haiti's history. But to think that it started off with, that kind of a theft, sad to know that. But if anybody wants to read up on that, that's Jennifer Baudouin, who wrote this piece on the 1915 U.S. invasion of Haiti, examining a treaty of occupation. So,
well, you can invite the viewers, James, to reach out to you by email, and request that document if they want, or they can go and try to download it themselves. They can find it. But if they don't want to spend time, finding those documents, they can reach out to us, and we'll be happy to provide all the documents to them. And that's the other thing. We don't say things we cannot back up with facts. Okay, whatever we say, you can trust us. We have the facts, and it's not us saying it. This person that you just mentioned, Dr. Baudouin, she's a professor at the university in the United States. So she's not a Haitian saying it. She's an American saying this is what we did to Haiti.
Right. Good. Yeah, we want to be a source of information, source of knowledge, definitely. So yes, anybody who wants to reach out, we'll give all the documents, anything that you see today. So before we get to the current events, the situation in Haiti, it has a lot of problems. I know for you, one of the things that you don't like is that we don't take care of home. We don't take care of other at home. One of the things you have with is that chickens, for example, you mentioned it earlier, even in Haiti, chickens are bought from the Dominican Republic, or certain other goods come from the Dominican Republic. How did we get there, and why does it give you so much of a problem?
Well, we got there because we invited a bunch of foreigners to come to Haiti at the very beginning of our country. We invited everybody and anybody in the world to come to Haiti. If you were a woman in the world at the time, you would be a second-class citizen, because at the time there were no human rights, there were no equality between sexes. The men were the men and the women were just, second-class citizens.
Right.
We basically said in our constitution, anyone that set foot on Haiti, you touch the ground of Haiti, you become a Haitian and you are free. We take Jews from at the time of the war with Hitler in Germany, and we said you can come. We take blacks and white and whomever you are, wherever you come from, come in and we'll just receive you with open arms. Well, those are the same people today, and you know the names because they all, you can tell they are not Haitian names, okay? They're not African names either, and you know who they are. They've been giving a lot from Haiti, and they took everything from us because instead of joining us as they were supposed to do and as they promised at the time to do, they chose to become mercenaries. What do I mean by that? They become importers, traders. So that's what they do today. Instead of letting us and saying, hey, let's grow the food, no, they buy the food, they sell the food to us because they are international importers. That's what they do. That's how they make their money. So what do? They kill your industries because they don't want you to produce anything at home. So they kill that, except if you are fabricating things for them that they can sell overseas for a boatload of money, more than they are paying our workers, like in the textile industry. And everybody knows what I'm talking about now. If you live in Haiti, they are good there. But anything else, they buy it overseas and they sell it to you. And the quality is stupid, is the lowest quality they can get. And they're selling you for good money. And we have a diaspora that is sending $2, $3, $4 billion a year in Haiti, but that money doesn't even go to the pockets of our Haitians people. It goes to the pocket of those rich people and to the importers that are importing goods from overseas. It's a racket. It's a racket. And I am praying to God that we wake up and stop it.
How do we stop it?
We grow our own food. Production locale. Ça que te gen là. Comme si m'baka pour un œuf nan men on poule, mette deux poules ensemble et puis on œuf. Come on, man. And then the eggs become another chicken, another chick. And then, what's the deal?
But if it's that easy, people are going to, they're watching this, they're going to think, well, if it's that easy, why hasn't it happened already? Why don't you do it? Why don't we do it now? What's the problem? Why don't we just do it? That's what people are going to say watching.
Well, there is one problem that exists in what I just said. And that is, if you take an egg and you buy the egg from the Dominican Republic, that egg is not an egg that's going to give you another chick, because they know what they are doing. They sterilize those things. So you have to know where to buy the pair of chicken that can give you eggs. Not every chicken pair can start producing. So we have to learn. We have learned our lessons, and we in Haiti that exists, and we have a project that has been successful, and you are aware of that. So it's a matter of learning what to do, where to get the information, and start doing it. I have a friend of mine, he's a good friend, member of HDN Network. He bought 4 cabrit. Okay? In 3 months. In 3 months, James, he's got now 12. It's not hard to do, people. It's just get underground and do what you need to do.
Right. But for a person in Haiti who's making, let's say they're making less than $20 a month US, and let's say maybe a baby goat, I don't know, maybe it costs twice that or 4 times that. I don't know how much it costs. For them, it doesn't appear that simple or that easy, right?
Then they should reach out. They should reach out to HDN. And if we ascertain that in fact there are people that cannot by themselves buy the cabrit or buy the eggs or buy the I'm sorry, not the eggs, but the chicken, we will support that. We will support that because at the end of the day, Haiti is not independent. Haiti is a free country, but Haiti is not an independent country. To become independent, every nation, it's like a family. If you are an independent family, you can pay for your child's school or children's school, you can pay for their education, pay for their hospitalization, pay for whatever needs that they have, you can clothe them and everything else and give them shelter. If you cannot do that, like Haiti as a country cannot do this, then you're not independent yet. And how do you become independent? Well, by becoming self-sufficient. How do you become self-sufficient? You become self-sufficient by doing the things you can do for yourself. You learn, it's like the Chinese proverb. You give a man a fish, he eats for one day. You teach him how to fish, he works for a life.
Right. Right.
It's a simple idea. It's not complicated.
Right.
We've got to get to work.
Right. And we know if anybody accesses hdn.org, they'll be able to see projects that that you've put in place, that HDN has put in place to do chicken programs and egg programs, to distribution programs or seed programs to feed the people, and other types of sustainable agriculture and things like that. So definitely hdn.org, they can take a look at that. So let's talk about the current state of Haiti. We touched on Kenya, and they're possibly being in the country by next week. What else is planned for Haiti in February that a lot of people are talking about and looking at right now?
Well, you hear in the streets, well, February 7, Prime Minister Henry has to go because he hasn't done anything. Well, you tell me, James, you live in Haiti, right? You tell me, who has done things for Haiti? Jovenel Moïse did a bunch of things for Haiti. They killed him because, somehow they didn't like the way he was doing things. Okay? So who has not done? Everybody do what they can. And if you say, well, this guy is not doing anything, did you go to him and said, hey, I can help you do that, sir? Because the difference is people think a government, a prime minister or a president, somehow they're bon Dieu. Somehow they're a little God, and they're supposed to come up with things. No, they're just a human being trying to do a work.
Right.
Why don't you go help them? In the United States, why the United States is what it is because if you have a thing specifically that the government cannot do, you have private institution, non-profit organization doing it. They give shelter, they help the poor, they clean the streets. You go in Haiti in 2015, I went to Haiti twice. The streets are dirty. The people look terrible. And then they just think it's normal. It's not normal. Get on your knees, nettoyer la rue, man. Clean the streets. It's your streets. It's not the United States streets. It's your street. You live in the neighborhood. Do something for your neighborhood. You're responsible. It's your neighborhood, for crying out loud. Take care of it. In the United States, you see people, they are not from the city, but if they see dirt or they see fatra on côté, they pick it up. They clean it up because it's their country. They are conscious of what they are and who they are. In Haiti, we think gouvernement parfait. Everything is the fault of the guy in the palace. That's what we think. It's not the fault of the guy in the palace. It's our fault. It's our country. The guy in the palace is gonna go. He's gonna die. One day, in 10 years, in 20 years, he's gonna die. The same way everybody else gonna die. Why don't we do it? No, not playing. Nous remets playing trop. Let's get to work.
Right. And you've touched on that before as well, Haitian mentality. What for you is how do you describe that aspect of Haiti's issues when you say that?
Let me tell you someone that most people don't like to cite. I'm going to cite him. François Duvalier et Lorimer Denis. En 1956, dans les griots, yo font un rapport parce que tu as étudié sociologie and stuff. And they said, let's study the Haitian people. Conclusion, c'est simple. Le problème haïtien est un problème culturel. We don't want to collaborate. We don't want to cooperate. We don't have this kind of a... If you don't... An example, if you say something to a Haitian that he doesn't like, the tendency is, leave le fait compte avec. He's mad. And then he leaves everything up. And it's like he's not going to talk to you forever. Why can't you sit down and say, hey, James, I didn't like the way you said this to me, brother. What's up? Explain to me where you're coming from. I am married. I've been married for years and years and years. And God knows I am not a perfect person. I'm non-perfect at all. I have a bunch of faults. But I have to deal with my wife and my kids, and I have to sit down and say, oh, I'm sorry, and you fix it. You deal with it. We don't want to, because we still have this rebellious attitude in us. And we think we are revolutionaries. We're not revolutionaries. Dessalines was a revolutionary. We're a bunch of rebels. We are confused about what a revolution is about. We're a bunch of rebels. I heard what his name, the guy that just came out of jail the other day from the United States, talking about revolution. Guy Philippe, about revolution. What the hell are you talking about revolution? In 1804, Dessalines gave us a revolution already. You know what? He beat Napoleon Bonaparte army. Think about it. It's like saying you beat the freaking United States of America today. Napoleon Bonaparte was the biggest, the baddest that existed in the world of military strategy. Everybody knows that. We basically kick his ass. Why can't we understand what happened? We don't. Today, we have this attitude of nous toujours veiller, nous toujours bay moun kounando, nous toujours font paquet vieux bagay led. We don't know that, what? If you have something to do, you can tell someone with it face to face. Hey, let's talk about it. Let's sit down and talk. What's wrong? You call a Haitian. James, how you doing? Ou konnen nou n'a goumen. Li pa jam do man fò mwen parce que s'il do ça nan tête li pense m'sie pa mande m'kob. So li pito bon menti. Ou konnen nou la? Li pa do vérité. Li pa do vérité men. Mais nous toujours blâmer c'est l'autre là qui pa vle. C'est pas l'autre là qui pa vle, c'est ou qui pa vle met.
Yeah. And you talked about Duvalier, but I know you like to go even further back to Dessalines and talk about the prophecy that you described it as a prophecy. I can't remember exactly how you explained it, but a prediction that came from Dessalines. What was that?
Oh, well, in 1804, unfortunately for us, we never read the actual Act of Independence, because the actual Act of Independence that was printed, by the way, from the L'Imprimerie Nationale, we had 9 of those, if I recall, at least 5, okay? Imprimerie Nationale, en 1804. En 1804, okay? So imagine, nous avons un document, nous qui c'est les frères de l'institution chrétienne qui dit nous yo, okay? So, yo pas jamais mettel nan bagala. À la fin de l'acte de l'indépendance, Dessalines écrit un bagage qui est très intéressant. Il dit, et vous, peuple, si ou pas prend sang bien pour faire ça m'a demandé faire, ça génie qui dans tête moi dit pour m'dou fait. Vous subirez le sort des peuples ingrats. That's what we are suffering, man. We are suffering for those kinds of ingrates, as Dessalines called it, the ingrate people. That's what we are doing. Parce que we did not respect. We killed the guy. It's like we kill the father of our independence. I mean, imagine that. The father of our independence, the guy that basically freed us from Napoleon Bonaparte slavery. We killed the guy. We killed the guy.
Mhm.
It's like killing my dad. It's like basically assassinating my own father. That's what we did.
Right, right. So for you, what that prediction is coming true. It's a, you know, as he stated. You, how do you say it to those who may not be friends to understand what that prediction was? How can you say what we're in now is exactly what he said?
Well, if you look at it, when you are ungrateful, you are living a very sad life. Ou rayi tout moun, ou pe tout moun, because you know you're a bad person. So you think everybody else is bad as you are because you assassinated your father. And then we go back to the proverb that we just talked about earlier. Depi nangi ne neg rayi neg.
I need, and let me put that in English. You know, some people might not know that. Since Guinea, or since Africa, black people have hated black people. The black man has
Yes.
hated the black man.
Yes, and the reason that is important, James, is because we are the one that enslave our own people. The Blanc did not enslave us. The Blanc bought the slaves. There's a difference. The white men didn't come and track us and slave us. No, the white men didn't do that. The white man didn't do anything except saying, I'm gonna go to the port. You've got people you want to sell to me. I'm just gonna buy them. Now, is the black man free from doing that? No. But you know what? It's a business transaction for the white man because your own kind enslaved you. Okay, so he doesn't have to worry about that because it's like when we in Haiti, as an example, we take a kid and we gave that kid away to someone as a rest avec. That kid is a slave because the family that take that kid in has no obligation to send them to school, to treat them or anything. They can beat that kids up. They can do whatever they want with that kid. He has no chance. And then every 10 years, every 20 years, that kid's become an adult. And that adult is in the streets after all this drama with no education, no nothing. So if you have 400,000 kids like that we give away every year, basically give them away, 400,000 a year. That's the estimate of the United States State Department. That means every 20 years, you've got 4 million people in the streets who do not have a job, who don't know how to read or write. They are part of your community. A community of, say, 12 million, 15 million. How does 4 million illiterate people that have been beaten up or mistreated, how do they live in your society? And what kind of society are you going to have? Yeah, we just don't think that the damage we are causing to our own society, and we want to blame somebody else. We need to stop blaming people.
Right. So then, that leaves us, close to the end of this first Haitian Development Podcast. Where does that leave Haiti right now? We have Ariel. He's been de facto president. I don't know how to say that properly.
Well, he's not de facto. This is another bullshit from the world. Okay, let me just share this with you, if I may. De facto is a Latin term. That Latin term translates on de fait in French. And why is he de facto? He was appointed by an elected president, Jovenel Moïse,
As
appointed
a
him
prime
as the
minister.
prime minister. Okay? So he's not de facto. The only reason he's de facto is because the Haitian constitution said that he should have been confirmed by the parliament. Well, the United States was in Haiti for 5 years during the Martelly's era. They never had elections. They didn't say that to Michel Martelly because that was their guy. Okay, so they allow that to happen. Then they want to blame us because, oh, the Haitians do not govern themselves. No, you were there when we were not governing ourselves. You didn't say diddly nothing. So don't give me this nonsense. You were there. You were on the ground. Why didn't you ask Jovenel to conduct elections? You didn't. And if you did, you know the story. The Haitian nation does not have the means to conduct elections because the United States and the international community insist to have elections. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do the other. And then they send you a bunch of advisors and they said, oh, I'm going to give you $12 million or $50 million. And they send you a bunch of advisors that took all the money because they want to use helicopters to go any place. They want to have machine blinded to go any place. So they stock the money. They pretend they gave it to you, but they are the one using it. It's a farce. It's a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of lies. You know, the last elections we did with our own money, with Haitian government money, cost less than $10 million. And when the elections were over, no one complained it was bad. And there were money left in the account for that election. Now they're spending 3 times that amount, and it's not even good enough because they eat their own money because it's for them. It's not for us. They're not doing it for us. They're doing it for them. They have people that they like that are consultants and advisors, and they send them all into Haiti, go to a little vacation, go supervise, and we spend their money on them. Right. The majority of the money goes to them, not to us. I can give you an example, James. You know, the United States spent billions of dollars sending to Haiti. You want to tell me that $1 billion would not build buildings in Haiti, build roads? $1 billion? Come on, man. No, the money didn't go to Haiti. The money goes to a bunch of American pockets and their friends in Haiti to cover it up. Let's be real. Let's be real. We know what it is. The Clinton administration, the Clinton Foundation received over $10 billion in 2010 in the name of Haiti after the earthquake. What did they do with that money, James? Please pray tell. I want to know. Take another example, the Red Cross. The Red Cross took $500 million. $500 million in the name of Haiti. And they built 6 houses with it. Come on. Do you hear anybody from the Red Cross going to jail over that? Or being questioned over that? No. Nobody cares. Why? Because they are politically connected. Nobody cares. But then the Haitians are the bad people. We are the ones that do not do anything. No, we are depraved. We are being beaten up and we don't know where to go because we've been beaten up. It's like someone goes to war, they come out and they have PTSD. It's a sickness. They can't function because they don't know what. They don't know where to go. That's what the Haitian society is suffering from, a mental madness from all these bad things happening to us. Bill Clinton claimed, oh, he loves Haiti because he spent his, marriage, wedding there, whatever nonsense. Then he dumped rice and destroyed our rice industry. Then when Aristide was president, he told President Aristide, when you return to Haiti, one condition, I'll let you go back to Haiti. You need to sell Teleco, you need to sell the ciment d'Haïti. We had 5 sugarcane plantation producing sugar, closed. Ciment d'Haïti, closed. Come on, we're not that stupid enough to think that those guys, they want something good for us. Because it's clear they don't. They are defending their own pockets. And we need to wake up and smell the coffee. And I'm not saying it's not Haitians' fault. I'm saying Haitians are not the only one to blame. We are not the only one to blame. They want you to think that somehow, you're a Negro, you're a black man, and you don't know what's what. And that's why you're in this situation. That's false. That's patently false. We all know it. Because when they had opportunities, and they had many, to do something good, none of them has done it. You take the example of France. When President Aristide said to France, you took our money. You asked us to pay you back for slaves because your planters needed the money. Today, most people say that's equivalent to $20 billion. The minute he said that to them, he was gone within less than a year. They overthrew the guy because he wanted them to pay us back what they stole from us. And then we want to blame Haitians? We cannot blame Haitians. Yes, you can blame them for some things, but they're not responsible for every bad thing that happens to Haiti. France has done it. Canada has done some. United States have done it. We all know who they are, and they're pretending somehow they are the good guys. No, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not the good guys. Yeah, you may be good government, but you're doing bad things to my people. It's time we stop blaming my people.
Right. And I think a lot of people agree with you, and we hope that there's going to be change soon in Haiti, because anybody who's watching the news, anybody who's watching social media coming from Haiti, that the people are fed up, the people are frustrated, the people feel like there's no way forward, and most of them maybe don't want the solutions that are being brought by the international community. So we hope that.
How would you like it, James? We have, I don't know how many police officers that we have. President Biden decided to say, come to the United States, and you can come in, whatever. We lost 1,000 police officers that came to the United States. They're not going to be able to work as police officers in the United States. They're going to be probably working in McDonald's and other, menial tasks. If that. But we as a country, we lost 1,000 police officers that we trained, that we need. But then they tell you, oh, the Haitians, they don't know because, it's their fault. No, it's not our fault. You are doing bad things to us. It's time you stop it.
Yeah. It's about time. It's about time. Yeah. So on that note, we'll have to leave it there. And I know we could go all day, we could go all night with this. It's a subject that you're very passionate about. It concerns every Haitian, I believe, whether you're in Haiti or out of Haiti, it concerns us all. But I know for you, it's something that you've been fighting for, this change for so long, that it really touches your heart, and the opportunity to speak about it is very important for you. So this isn't going to be the last time we're doing this. This is just the first time that we're doing the Haitian Development Podcast. And so, Jack, I want to thank you. And again, for anybody who didn't catch the website, you can find out more about Jacques, the organization, HDN, what's being done in Haiti at hdn.org. And you can get all the information there. So this has been the Haitian Development Network's first podcast, the HDN podcast. Jacques, is there any parting words that you want to say before we wrap up tonight?
Well, I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for everything that you do for HDN and with HDN, and thank whomever is listening or watching, to thank them and say, hey, you know what? Let's not get desperate. Let's not give up. God is willing to help us because we are his children. He will take care of us.
That's the truth. And I think anybody can say amen to that. God is with us. So God bless everyone. Take care, Jack.
You too, brother. Love you.
Yeah.
You take care.
Bye. You too.